to another episode. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet, and I'm your friend. Confidence and clarity is the goal for my channel, especially when you get out of a relationship, because you're going to be trying to figure out what happened and what went wrong. Man, I need closure. Nah, baby, we got to run this back. Listen, man. We said we was gonna do this, so we got to do this. You gotta give me another chance, baby. I need another chance. Now, confidence is key in helping you accept whatever happened and actually moving on. Because the truth is, she probably just got bored and wanted a different experience. Now, with that being said, today is a reaction video, and this one comes from a black woman who said, black men want to be chased. Now, before we get into this, we have to think first. Wife, companion, fun girl, or gold digger? And then this is the most important question. Is she looking to do business, or is she actually looking for romance? Now, as you thinking about that, remember how men play this game. Mr. Wallet, Mr. Bedroom, Mr. Fix-It, or the homie. Let's check her out. Oh, I'm sorry. Does she have a point? Let's check her out.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad. Now, I'm a firm believer that this new wave of spicy sororters comes from the generation that believed in raising your daughters and enabling your sons. Because a lot of these men were so used to being praised for doing what they should be doing, or they're so used to somebody not holding them accountable, now they feel like, okay, you go get you a little charger, a little apartment, you think a bitch is supposed to chase after you because you think you're doing something special. You're 36! But this is exactly why you will praise a single father but bash a single mother. You'll praise a man for he's a bachelor when he got his own car and crib. Meanwhile, I got a car, crib, and degree. You still gonna ask me where my man at. Girl! I think what is happening with this new wave of just awakening, we are realizing like, yeah, yo don't really mean that much. Okay, you are a human like anybody else. Come up off that pedestal that I know the patriarchy likes to prop you up on. You don't get gold stars for taking care of your kids. You don't get gold stars for having a car and a crib. You don't get gold stars for going to work. You should. Many of us have been doing this since we were 15 and 16. Because these men were so used to being enabled, the girls who were raised, who y'all been checking for us since we came out, watching our every move, not even giving us the grace to be children. Yeah, we not going for that shit. So tighten up.
Okay. All right. Listen, I know what you guys are thinking, right? Peace, cooperative, feminine, sweet, right? Like that's what you get when you get this woman.
You're 36. A little apartment, you think a bitch is supposed to chase after you because you think you're...
No. Hell no. That's what you do not get with this woman. In fact, if you're not thinking about peace, cooperation, her being sweet, her being feminine, you tripping. And let me tell you guys this, or let me ask you guys this, right? Are you thinking what I'm thinking, which is, hey, he must have a dope ass charger in a dope ass spot, right? Because why would this woman be chasing this man? Is it because she has children with him? Does she have children? I don't know, but it sounds like she is projecting. Now, the reason I think she's projecting,
you're 36,
is because she's seeing how this man is leveling up. Now, I'm going to call that business, not actually romance, because I didn't hear her say anything about what she added to his life. I didn't hear her say anything about how much she loved this man, what she was willing to do for him. And I'm not saying that those things don't exist. I'm just not hearing it. I'm hearing like haterism.
You don't get gold stars for taking care of your kids. You don't get gold stars for having a car and a crib.
Or like, you know, like, oh my gosh, jealousy. That's what I'm hearing. Now, honestly, it really sounds like she's tired of being with her children and being asked by other people, where's the dad? Right? I'm sure. I mean, because to me, that's what I'm hearing from her when she's talking about, oh my gosh, you know, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be working and have a job and have a car. And she's absolutely correct. But men usually don't wake up until they're 35 going on 40, because either their testosterone has start to lowered, or certain things are happening in this man's body where now he's getting gray hairs, he's losing hair, right? Like things are happening that's actually causing him to refocus his life, refocus on what he's thinking about. Some people call it a midlife crisis. Now, when it comes to category that this woman could possibly be in, fellas, I hope that you do not put her in the wife category, because this woman is going to give you headaches.
Okay, you are a human like anybody else. Come up off that pedestal.
Like, her mouth is so foul that you have to understand that if she's not having fun, she's going to give you headaches. And I mean headaches. She talked about like raising daughters and men being enabled. You know, men are spicy, and the other chick said sassy, right? Sassy and spicy. Why does this exist? Well, the same 20 million women want 10 men. So those men have to actually separate themselves. Yes, the ladies are going to have to chase those men, because they're chasing men that don't even represent 1%. Right? They're chasing men that represent a fraction of a percent. Let me put it to you this way, right? Because when I say single women keep women single, confused, and dumb, some people think that I'm being harsh. But listen to me. Check this out. If you were taking a test, right? And a lot of people like to use this analogy, so I'm going to use this. If you're jumping out of an airplane and somebody told you that you have less than a fraction to actually survive that jump when you jump out of the airplane, are you going to jump? Because now we're talking about you have a 99% chance that you will not be able to enjoy life in that body ever again. Would you take the same choice? I'm sorry. Would you make the same choice? Would you still jump out that airplane? I didn't think so. Now, the other thing is this. I was raised in a single mother household. Now, what is actually being done here, right? You're raising your daughter up. You don't need no man. Do what you got to do. And I'm all for that. Boss babe, live your best life. I'm all for that. But when we circle back around, is the man spicy? Right? Because usually a man, if he's in the household, he's the one that's going to be on the son's ass to make sure that the son is better than him. Now, again, I can't control how women choose their men or how they pick their men, right? Because they seem to be more focused on dangerous and exciting over family. Right? It kind of reminds me of women who want the baby, not the family, want the dress, the ceremony, don't want the marriage. That's what that kind of reminds me of. You know, a good time, not a long time, right? Like, these are concepts that are starting to make way more sense. So when I hear statements like there's nothing new under the sun, I keep saying, you know what? Damn, this shit is starting to make a little more sense, because our fathers went through some of the same shit. That's why they're not around. That's why they're not here. That's why men who were raised with single mothers, see, I spent the majority of my time outside, but it was a different day. There was no social media. There was no devices. The devices we had were battery operated, and those batteries did not last you all day long. They only lasted for an hour or two. You right? I mean, even if they did last for 2 or 3 hours, once it was dead, your parents wasn't going back to the store to buy you more batteries. Now, she talked about not pedestalizing your, and that is a very good thought process to have, because women outnumber men by a long shot, right? Like, you know, the numbers keep getting even crazier where people are saying it's 12-1. For every one man, there's 12 women, right? But that just comes from a matter of breaking things down. How many men are in jail? How many men actually like men, right? Like, And then how many men are already married? How many men are actually in committed relationships where they love their woman? Now, all of a sudden, those numbers really fluctuate. So whatever the number is, I can tell you this: there's 2 million more women in the United States than there are men, right? So you can do the math on that. My point in telling you that is this: when you reinvent yourself, when you get your life together, you give yourself the chance to choose the woman or the type of woman that you think you want, or the type of woman that you actually want to experience, which means you get to bypass women that you're not interested in.
You acting like this shit
interested in, right? Because now you're in the driver's seat. You get to choose. I think that's the best position to be in. Now, things that have helped me get to where I want to be confidence wise after my heart was broken and oh my gosh, I'm mad and I'm crying and I'm emotional and I'm all over the place. Now all of a sudden I can think clearly. I can see what's actually going on. This game of manipulation, oh, it's real, fellas. But here's how you break all of that. Meditation, affirmations. Focus your mind on what it is that you want to accomplish, what you want to do, and then take action. Exercise, become more active. Once you start becoming more active, you're going to feel better, especially when you work out constantly and consistently, because now you're constantly reaching goals. Invest in yourself. This is what has helped me. This is what has helped me improve my skills when I'm helping to train kids, or when I'm giving other people advice, or when I'm just pursuing my own endeavors. Now I actually have a new set of skills. On top of that, I've invested in my credit. I've invested in business. I've invested in stocks, you name it. Why? Because now I see the importance. But here's the thing. When I heard men say, usually don't wake up to 35, I looked back at my journey and said, damn, that's crazy. It was 35 or 34, 35, when I really start to say, you know what, I got to change some shit. So with that being said, fellas, do not complain about dating, because when you level up, when you get your shit together, when you reinvent yourself, when your confidence is where it needs to be, and I'm not talking about cocky, oh, I'm better than you and I'm better than you and I'm better than you. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about having the ability to choose what you want to experience. For instance, if you go to a fast food place, you may go there based on how much. As a matter of fact, it doesn't even have to be a fast food place. It could be just a food place or a grocery store, right? You go in there. There's a difference between going in there with a budget and going in there to get what you need and being able to get what you want. There's a complete difference. This is why I tell you, a rotten apple can make you sick. So put yourself in the position you want to be in. How do you do that? You do that by following your life's purpose, right? Purpose breaks down into two things. You're either a creator or you're a helper to a creator. So don't look down on either one, because the same person who built the internet is not the person that's running the internet. There's a lot of people that are working behind the scenes to make the internet faster. This is a different time we're living in. This is why I'm telling you, enjoy your life as much as you possibly can. Enjoy the stripper culture as a side effect, because relationships are transactional. Most importantly, they're short term. This is why you see a lot of women in friends with benefits, situationships, flings. Think about it. This woman right here, what do you think she's involved in right now? For her to make this video, for her to be projecting out what she's projecting out, oh my gosh, he got a new place and he got a car. What is she projecting out? That this man leveled up? Fellas, level up. It is in your best interest. Now, with this being said, I have a question. What do you think? Comment under this video. Remember, when you're watching these videos, you are becoming a better version of yourself. That means you 2.0. Other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.